thwarting Slav TV.
No, I've seen it before. It's okay.
Seen what?
Well, you came and crashed the anti-racist demo, so...
I didn't crash it, I was just there myself.
That's enough.
Oh. Do you think there are more than two genders?
Yes.
Yes? And do you
it's a spectrum. There is infinite.
How many genders do you think there are?
It's infinite.
Infinite?
Yeah.
So there's
Whatever
not
you
just
want.
male and female, there's a million?
Yeah. However you define yourself, go with it.
And so, you know, there's this Bill C-16 that's sort of asking for gender-neutral pronouns to be used. But how can we accommodate for that if there's this endless spectrum of genders?
Them and they. There. That's it.
That's it?
Yeah.
So you support those two, but not, you know, using a million other ones?
Them, they, and there are gender neutral. You can't go wrong with them. So however, whoever you're talking to identifies as.
And how does the trans community, you know, how do they accommodate for people? Because I myself identify as a green frog. And then today they didn't, you know, set up a lily pad for me here today, so I was kind of pissed.
Do whatever you want.
Do whatever you want?
No one gives a shit.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
And do you support the LGBT as well?
Yeah, I'm bisexual.
Bisexual, so you're trans and bisexual?
Yeah.
Okay. But what does the B in LGBT stand for?
Bisexual.
So doesn't that mean those are people that like both males and females?
Yeah.
So doesn't that imply that there's only two genders then, male and female?
There's however you identify. Gender is dead, man.
What do you mean gender is dead?
It doesn't exist. You can do whatever you want.
Do you think it's a social construct?
Yeah.
In which way?
Every way.
Can you elaborate?
It just is. Society made it up.
So you're saying some people, you know, when they're little kids, some people play with dolls, some people play with, you know, trucks. You're saying that if I was born, you know, a girl, that I naturally wouldn't be playing with dolls, that's just forced upon me by society?
It's pink and blue is made up. If someone wants to play with dolls, let them.
So you're saying gender is completely made up, but not, you know, gender is a social construct, but...
Gender is whatever you want to identify as, man. That's it. There is no set gender. There's male and female sex, yes. You can transition to whatever sex you want, but outside of gender, physicality, that's different.
Do you believe that gender is fluid?
Yes.
So if tomorrow I feel like changing into a woman, I can just become a woman and that's it?
Well, it's not. Yeah, gender, you can say, identify as a woman, but the actual physical process takes years.
Takes years. Now, I understand there's a big community in the, big concern in the trans community about all the suicides that go on. What causes this? You know, is it bullying from other people, or do you
just the sheer not identifying yourself, feeling you don't live inside your body?
Right, but do you think that once people, you know, get these treatments and therapies to change their sex, that perhaps these hormonal imbalances have some, you know, effects on their brain, and perhaps that this is something that's, you know, causing people to commit suicide?
Depression, anxiety itself is a chemical imbalance, and in this case, caused by not identifying with your body. So if you switch your bodies, then in most people, depression, anxiety goes away.
But okay, aside from depression, anxiety, if you go to the doctor tomorrow and say, I don't feel like I belong in this body, you know, I want to transition into a woman, what sort of the procedure? What will the doctor say?
I don't know. I haven't started that yet myself.
So you're going to start that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And what do you think about, sort of washrooms for trans people? Should we have those?
Absolutely. I mean, why do you give a crap? Someone sitting next to you taking a shit has a penis or vagina. It doesn't matter.
Right.
They're taking a shit.
But what if, someone really looks like a man, they have beard and big muscles, and they walk into a change room full of little girls?
Then you shouldn't judge because you don't know. Like, did I look trans coming up to you?
No, I actually didn't know.
See? There you go.
Right.
Now, what's the point of this interview? I'm not sure where.
I'm just asking you questions. I'm just interested in what you think.
Yeah, then I'm gonna have enough.
No problem. Thank you. What's the law that
The law is this is a public park, but I'm a representative of the city and I'm asking you to leave because you're harassing people. And it's criminal harassment, and if you don't leave, it's obstruction, and I can arrest you for obstruction. So I don't want to do that. I just want you guys to go.
Well, my friends, as you just witnessed there, I was just kicked out of this Transphobia rally by an undercover cop simply just for asking people questions. Now, the reason that I attended this rally in the first place was because I heard that a local trans political candidate named Morgane Auger was going to be present there. And I just simply wanted to ask Auger some questions because this person had recently been the victim of some hate posters and hate propaganda, you know, that were being spread around the city and that were jeopardizing their political campaign. So I simply wanted to ask Auger some questions about the campaign and also find out more about the trans, you know, movement as a whole. Now, as you saw there, this undercover cop came up to me out of nowhere and advised me that I had to leave this public location because I was harassing people. Now, I was in no way harassing anyone. I was doing my usual thing. I was asking people questions. And on top of that, I was even asking these people permission to be filmed and for permission to be interviewed, as I knew that this was, you know, sort of a more sensitive subject. Now, this cop was completely irrational. He advised me that I had 10 seconds to leave the park because I was harassing people and that I'd be arrested for obstruction if I didn't leave. When I asked him what law I was breaking, he couldn't even really tell me. He just told me I was harassing people, you know, that I had my fun and that it was my time to go. Now, I found this to be quite pathetic and quite problematic because it's exactly these people, like this social justice warrior cop, who are impeding free speech and, you know, who are preventing discourse, discussion, and open dialogue with these, you know, so-called marginalized groups. So, you know, instead of fostering discussion, here's a guy telling me that I have to leave because I'm harassing everyone. This was quite pathetic. I hope you enjoyed this video. See you soon, my friends.